Hi everybody, my name is Zach Alexander, and for my final project for DATA612, I decided to attempt to do a full production book recommender system. The goal of the project was to do a few things. One, to find a reliable large book ratings data set and use it to develop a recommendation system. Two, I wanted to build an online application that allows new users to sign up, register, rate books, and view recommendations for new books based on the model that I developed for the recommendation system. Three, I wanted to use PySpark and distributed computing to help manage a large ratings data set and see how to scale it in an online environment. Utilizing Spark, the goal was to be able to absorb new ratings from users in my application, rerun the model, and then serve the new recommendations based on the updated ratings that the model calculates. And four, I really just wanted to create a system that I can continue to improve and build on in the future. So it'd be something that I can eventually utilize for myself and with some friends. In the end, I think I was able to achieve many of these goals, and hopefully towards the end I can quickly show you the application. But before we do that, I'll dive into the first part, which was basically just exploring ratings data sets. And I did some research beforehand to try to find a good books ratings data set, and I came across the Good Books 10K data set on Kaggle. It's a pretty robust data set. It has around 1 million book ratings across 55,000 users and for about 10,000 books. And after loading it in to my notebook here, I did some basic analysis to kind of get a better sense of what it looked like. And as I mentioned here, many ratings, around 1 million, many different users, and a lot of books in the data set, which is nice to see. The average rating was around 3.85, and the most common rating was a 4, which we can see here. And as expected, the data set was quite sparse, about 99% sparsity, just given the amount of users, the amount of books in the data set. This is to be expected. And each user here rated about 8 books, which is the median number. You can see some were much higher than that. One person rated 175 books, but again, the median value was about 8 books. And the rating scale was between 1 and 5, 1 being that they very much disliked the book, and 5 meaning that they very much liked the book. And then finally, with the exploratory analysis, I took a look at the 20 highest rated books, and you see some familiar ones here. You see Harry Potter, saw a lot of Calvin and Hobbes in the top 20 here, and a few biblical books as well, kind of round up this top 20. So after doing a bit of exploratory analysis on the ratings data set and thought that this would be a good data set to work with to kind of start to build out this initial recommendation system, I decided to set up a basic Python Flask application, which had a couple different features to it. One, it had a register and sign in functionality, and you could register under a specific username. It would have a profile page that would display a history of a user's rated books, and providing navigation to either rate more books or view recommended books. Wanted to incorporate a search feature that interacts with the Goodreads API to search for a book by the title name, and then the user could then rate that book based on the scale of 1 to 5. And thinking through this, wanted to make sure that any new book ratings that users were able to rate, I wanted to make sure that they were put into a database that then could be used to then serve up individualized recommendations on a separate page. And as you can imagine, in order to incorporate the user's data back into the already robust Good Books 10K data set, I set up a Postgres SQL database and was able to match the new user IDs that are created based on someone creating a username to any ratings that they have for books, and also match that up with the book IDs, and then was able to kind of feed that into the original Good Books 10K data set. I did a lot of testing locally, and then eventually I was able to kind of push the entire application to a remote server using Heroku, and I also pushed the Postgres SQL database also to a remote server as well, all via Heroku, which I go through in much more documentation in my Jupyter notebook, so I won't go into too much detail. I also had a few challenges which I won't touch on too much here, but you can read more if you're interested in the documentation here. And then eventually, with the application set up, my initial book recommendation ratings data set loaded into my remote database, also accepting new user ratings. I wanted to set up a full-blown recommender system that I could deploy on a cluster in Databricks. And so I used Databricks and PySpark to build out an alternating least squares algorithm that absorbs the ratings data set, computes the updated predictions based on matrix factorization and dimensionality reduction, and then recommends 10 books to each user based on the highest predicted scores per user. I then could cross-reference this data set and filter out any recommendations to users that have been rated a particular book, just to ensure that all recommendations are for new books or books that users haven't rated yet, so they implicitly haven't read. And as you can see here, here's the documentation to kind of step through this process. I did a lot of testing, which I'll kind of show here. But first, this is the setup to read in my remote Postgres SQL database from the remote server. Use the JDBC driver to do that. And after using the credentials, I was able to then feed the ratings data set into a remote table. And then you can see here, I kind of cached it to kind of help with some of the processing time. And then after this long output here, I then decided to create the ALS model, similar to what we did for Project 5, where I kind of actually split it up into a training, a validation, and a test set here in 60-20-20. Cached all of these to help with processing time as well. And then I just ran an initial model to then be able to kind of fine-tune later on. I was able to create a function and borrowed some code from a source here to be able to run some tests on the different parameters for the ALS model to see which one performed the best in terms of RMSE. And after running many different parameters through the tuning function here, I was able to come up with the most optimal parameters would be 50 latent factors and a regularization parameter of around 0.2. So from that, I then created the ALS model. I put it on my training data set, and then I use it to help make predictions on my test data set. And as we can see here, the RMSE was around 0.9, which isn't too bad for a Likert scale 1 to 5. It's okay. I think it would create pretty decent recommendations, something that I can hope to improve on in the future. But it seemed to be working pretty well. I also looked at other versions of this ALS modeling for this specific data set, and I think the lowest I had seen was about 0.85, so it was pretty close to that. So I thought I was pretty happy with that product for at that point in time. And then using the recommend for all users function from PySpark and in my model setup, I was able to create at least 10 recommendations for each user. And as you can see, here's an example of one of the users in the ratings data set. You can see here, this is actually one of my created users, one of the first ones that I created in my application, and the book. So this is the book ID, and then this is the predicted rating for that book. Now, some of these books have actually been rated by this user, and so before kind of pushing these new recommendations to the remote Postgres SQL database, I want to make sure to filter out any books that had already been rated by users to make sure that only book recommendations were coming into their version of the application for books that they haven't rated yet. So after doing that, here's a bit of logic and code after this long table here to then filter out any of those books that had already been rated by those users. And this is an example of, at one point in time, some of the custom users that I had set up for the application and some of the predictions for the books that they would be recommended on the front end. So I was then able to, with the JDBC connection and in PySpark, be able to overwrite the table that I had created and set up for new recommendations. So once it was pushed to the remote PostgreSQL database, I could then read back into my Flask app and then serve up the recommendations, which I'll show you in a bit. So I think, overall in the end, I noticed that some of the recommendations weren't too bad for some. For instance, I created a few users that were data science fanatics and rated a lot of data science books. I intentionally had some overlap in ratings of books across users, but also tried to rate a few new books for each user. And when I ran my model to serve up the recommendations, I was pleased to see that books that were not rated by one data science fanatic were being recommended from another data science fanatic, which demonstrates that my collaborative filtering technique was working. And in Databricks, as I deployed this to an AWS cluster, I was able to actually set up a cron job to be able to run this model every hour. So it's not instantaneous, so it's not going to feed and push recalculating based on a new model every time a new rating comes in, but it'll do it every hour or so. And so basically it's going to be able to kind of absorb that pretty frequently and actually create updated recommendations pretty frequently here, which was nice to see. And all of that was served out in Databricks. So, although the recommendations were pretty good, and I think as more users kind of come onto the application and rate books, the collaborative filtering will work even better. There were some caveats on some of these new recommendations. I think, for one thing, I'm actually seeing a lot of Calvin and Hobbes recommendations coming in, which was to be expected given in our exploratory research we found that Calvin and Hobbes books were rated really highly. And so for users that rated a lot of books outside of our initial 10,000 books in the data set, it was feeding in some of just the highest rated books overall for those recommendations. So it's not super user specific, for some of these implications. But as I mentioned, for some, like the data science fanatics, it worked out pretty well, which I'll show. So in the end, I hope to kind of continue to improve this project. And I think one other thing that could improve the recommender system would be to set up more of a hybrid approach where we keep the collaborative filtering going with the way that it's kind of set up with this ALS model, but then also to be able to build in some content-based filtering as well. There was, part of the Good Books 10K dataset allows for different types of categories of books, and so to be able to then set up ways to group users based on their preference for certain types of books would be pretty beneficial as well. So that those, for instance, that rated a lot of books that were more drama, in theme and category, wouldn't be served up Calvin and Hobbes books, which are not as much a drama. So with that being said, I'll kind of quickly show you the application. So this is the opening page here. You can enter in, created a user here. You can sign in. It's going to load up the profile. If you hadn't signed in before and you were a new user, there was a registration page that looked pretty much exactly like that. But once you're in, it kind of reads in you as a user, and then it shows you your ratings history of the books that you've rated so far. So you can see that down here that there are a fair amount of data science books that this user has rated. If the user wanted to rate more books, you could then go here and use the search function here to search for books. This is all using the Goodreads API to then be able to kind of serve up these different books based on the search query. You could then click in, rate the book based on 1 to 5, submit the rating. It gives you some book details here, the author, and a description. You could submit it, and then it would go into our ratings data set that would then be fed back into our machine learning model in Databricks. And like I said, it's going to pull every hour or so you get those updated ratings. So that's the ratings feature of it. And I'll kind of go back after the search functionality here too. Here's the profile page. And then the second portion of it is the book recommendations here. So, once the model is run, maybe after the first hour of a new user coming in, they'll be able to be served up those book recommendations. And as you can see here, some that are less related to some of their ratings, but you can see it's a good sign. Some of these data science type of books are coming in from different users that have been set up. You can see here's another data science book, and many others down here that were coming in based on that theme. So Not too bad. You can see these Calvin and Hobbes books coming up and a few others that are